then we crew the Bankbuster, then we put counters. I'm such a good Mythic player, I forgot it's nighttime, you know? Yeah, Sloth, you are amazing. He cannot target with Infernal Grasp. Sure. We will kill your bull if you really... You know what? It's more fun if we transform the angel, isn't it? I know you guys want it. Oh, I wanted the transformation. Oh, maybe he thinks that he's winning. Oh, maybe he thought he won. Hello everyone, it's Sloth, and today we are presenting you something special. Given we are top 200 Mythic, oh my god, so high, very nice. We needed to get sweaty today, so I wondered what is the deck that is not only fresh and interesting, but also good enough for top 200 Mythic, and I've settled for this one with very nice success. So this is a Bant control, but it's not your usual Bant control. Like, we are not the grindy type with Shigeki and just, you know, getting grindy infinite value with endless detours. No, that's not this deck. This one is very interesting. It plays very differently than your usual control Bant decks. It's much more aggressive. It has very nice finishers with Enduring Angel, Ayo, and Avabruck Caretaker. Especially the Caretaker. Man, this card definitely has a lot of potential. So, and why Enduring Angel? Of course, you can guess. You have hexproof. That means that Invoke Despair, as it reads, target player. No, you cannot target opponent, whatever. But you get the idea. He cannot target you. It means that you can play this into Invoke and he cannot do anything about it. The added benefit of the rest of the text is also pretty nice. It heals you, it gives you some potential, and I know you guys like this card a lot, so you definitely will see the game with it. So yeah, if you like this card, definitely watch the games. And the Caretaker, probably the biggest interesting part of this deck, and something I didn't play enough with my career at Standard. So 6 mana for 4 hexproof, and it puts a 2/2 basically on other creature, so it cannot buff itself. However, when you are at the nighttime, things start to get real. You are getting a 6/6 hexproof creature that says each other permanent you control has hexproof. It includes lands, artifacts, planeswalkers. It's actually crazy how the nighttime works. And you put also 2 +1/+1 counters, but on each creature you control, including this one. So it's absolutely insane. If you have even single Bankbuster, the value you are getting every turn is absolutely crazy. And the hexproof means that basically nothing can get hit, especially if you combine with Enduring Angel. Suddenly they cannot kill this, so suddenly all your permanents have hexproof, and you have hexproof. Nothing can be targeted. It's so hilarious. There are some situations when this deck will absolutely counter everything your opponent has in the hand, just with those 2 cards. But it's kinda rare, but it's definitely worth to remember. Like, you will play her on the nighttime quite often, even without realizing it, as I did. And suddenly you have a huge monster that demands an answer. And the fact that this has hexproof itself means that it needs to be removed, but no removal works. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So, we talked about the high end. What is our early game plan? I have to say that the biggest hero of this deck, early game, definitely is Destroy Evil. Man, watch the games today. We absolutely swinged all the games thanks to this card, basically. It's oh man, I'm liking it more and more. Like, normally in the non-enchantment meta, it's just a conditional removal with some theoretical upside in sideboard. But in reality, right now, it hits everything. It kills most of the creatures. Like, even against enchantment decks, you have this 1/1 drop that pumps itself with counters every time they play enchantment. This will kill it in 2 or 3 turns. Like, most of the creatures grow. It hits Trespasser, Showdred. Man, it just hits basically everything. I think only the underdog is an exception, and mostly for our underdog we have March of the Otherworldly Light for the exile effect basically. We also have Emperor, of course, and yeah, make disappear. You might think that we have no real ways of activating the casualty. No, we have. There's one single card. Sunset Revelry. If you think it's a gimmick, watch the games. It happened, it was epic, it won maybe as a game, or maybe not. Watch the games and you will know. So definitely one of the options. Of course, you can go the standard way and just make a token factory with the Emperor and sacrifice them for make disappear. Sometimes it really makes a difference, especially if you are talking about Invoke Despair, so you lose creature anyway, so at least let's counter the rest of the effect. So, we, as always, have some depopulate and some farewells. So farewell is the big deal. It hurts ourselves as well, so you probably want to know exactly how to play and navigate the game. Like, we have artifacts, so you don't really want to hit them very often. We have creatures, sometimes you don't want to hit them. You definitely need to play in farewell in mind. If you just play it blindly after you vomited all the hand into the board, it might end very badly. So usually you just clear the board and try to go with Enduring Angel or Caretaker, because they are absolutely strong, like overpowered 5-drops. And unless your opponent saved something special for after the sweeper phase, he might get really surprised and he just cannot deal with them. Especially with the AO, you basically get the double value when it dies, so even if he has some good cards like Removal, Invoke Despair, you still might get Emperor and Token, and that's what overwhelms your opponent. So, with that being said, we have some control. Outside of Make Disappear, we also have Detours. They are on the slower side, of course. They are a counter, but the card is still on the top of the library. So it's more of a, maybe not tempo play, but it's something that you do to just exhaust our opponent and try to build your advantage in the meantime. With 4 Bankbusters, double Celestus, double Memory Deluge. With this deck I actually didn't really have problems with getting value. The value seems infinite. The only problem you will have is, do you have enough time to use it? With 4 Bankbusters you probably can go to 10 cards in every game. So yeah, definitely we are very often on the defense trying to draw cards while still not dying, and this is most of the time how you play this deck. And at some point you just turn around, sweep the board, or just remove everything at the end step, play your big creatures, and suddenly your opponent is on the defensive because you smork him with the Bankbusters. And don't forget, this gets counters from a Caretaker, and they do not vanish, so if you play second Caretaker 20 turns later, you might pump it to 8-8 with haste basically, and that's a big deal for finishing some of the games. So deck is really sweet. I think it's pretty innovative, like it does a lot of things differently than usual Bant control. It seems very, very strong, and it's definitely optimized for the meta with all the Destroy Evils and, all the cards that needs to be done. Like with Make Disappear, of course, very strong card in the current meta. And we have still a little bit of everything. We have counterspells, card advantage, good finishers, farewell to answer everything, and even exile effects. We have even 6 of those. So definitely a very, very strong deck. Try it out. I think you won't regret. It plays really fun, and you definitely have like a lot of decisions, a lot of options. It definitely benefits heavily from good user. I was playing it decently, I feel, but I think I still could do much better than I did. It's a very hard deck to play correctly. So if you are passionate about control decks, try this one. It should go well. Alright, and of course, if you like the deck, if you think, wow, Sloth, that's a freaking cool deck, I want more, I got your back, and we are doing this daily. So subscribe, don't forget this notification bell so you know when the new video is up, and you will get cool decks every single day, so why not take it? And with that great marketing pitch, let's go into the game. I really hope you will enjoy those. I think they're pretty entertaining. Alright, we are going first. Well, Make Disappear is definitely a good start against basically every deck. And with Bankbuster, Destroy Evil, and Emperor, we should have both card advantage and enough defense to survive. Alright, let's not mess this one up. So we definitely start with this one. With this we will have all the mana available, and then this one is untapped. And of course our opponent is turn 1, 1-drop, easy. And this is a make disappear. A bit hard, it might be naturalist, easy. It is an enchantment creature though. And we will use Destroy Evil to kill the Visitor at some point, I think. The other choice would be to go for the Emperor. Like, I'm not absolutely tryharding, but there are many decisions to be made, because we could, for example, use Destroy Evil for his next drop, and then use Emperor for this one, so you have a lot of options. I went a bit, maybe not greedy, but you know, I want to play a bit faster, so I'm not considering all the options. Now the Bankbuster versus Destroy Evil. It would be pretty good to have the Bankbuster on board. Yeah, let's go. Destroy Evil doesn't need to be cast moment he's casting the spell, it's not a counter spell, you can cast it turn after. And we did not get punished, which is amazing. Alright, so we don't care about the size of this creature. This means that we can play like this, and I can even cast Emperor at the end step, which is good enough, honestly. And our opponent, as you can see, seems that he has the same amount of cards as we do, but we actually have more cards. He needs to play a land, so it's down to 3. And that's the Hallowed Hunting. Nice. Alright, so we will maximize the mana. That's the attack. Perfect. This means also that we start to get a creature sooner or later, and that's good for the pressure. Well, another Emperor is amazing as well. We definitely do it main phase, so we avoid him getting any value from this. And that's why Destroy Evil is so amazing in the current meta. Man, this card is absolutely busted right now. Alright. I want to go for -2. It makes things harder for our opponent. This can be a problem. If he has another Hallowed Hunting, okay, this is not the worst. He will get Naturalis, but tempo does not matter right now. He already, like, the tempo is, you know, we are over this phase already. He has just one card basically, so he can cast it anyway. And the moment we start drawing cards, well, we will definitely start getting more and more ahead. This has Vigilance, something to remember. Alright, we definitely do this. This is interesting play. We could go for the max aggression. I think being more steady. If we play this, Celestus is not the best. I think it's more important to draw a card in this situation, because it can be an amazing land. And that was enough. Easy. What is our rightful place? Top 180. Man, I was before like top 163, but I just deranked while I was sleeping. You cannot sleep in Mythic, you cannot sleep. Alright, so we are going first. The hand is interesting. We need one more land. That's risky. I might throw this game just because I took this hand. But with Celestus, one land means two lands, and I hope it should be enough with the populate. Alright, getting scary. Definitely getting super scary. Well, I hope we'll draw a land. If not, we are in huge trouble. Alright. That was really scary. Alright, right now we are actually in a very good spot. So next turn is Trespasser, which is perfect target for the populate. Alright, this trigger was Evor Sleeper. He could have cut down as well, but we cannot tell. Like, not in this situation. Alright, alright. Bankbuster. Alright. I have to say, we are getting very nice draws, even though we had mana for Emperor, which is probably our play right now. So, Enduring Anger prevents Invoke Despair and Lilianna, right? Target player sacrifices a creature, so they cannot. It doesn't protect against Infernal Grasp though. And when this dies to Infernal Grasp, we are extremely unhappy person. Alright, so we can switch to nighttime. That's not the worst. And when he attacks, he might be smart and crew this, but I don't think he will be. I don't think he will be. But still, it will be a huge problem. There is a chance for Trespasser, but I think with the Populant and Farewell we have some leeway, you know? And also, he didn't play Trespasser last turn, so that would suggest he didn't have it. Okay, malicious underdog, I see. I see how it is. Alright, so one card, but no tempo right now. Bankbuster is decent draw. This is the turn 5. He probably will hit a land. I think this is Enduring Angel turn. We cannot know about Inferno Grasp, and we need to take this risk, but that disables Lilianna, it disables Invoke Despair. He only has Inferno Grasp, that's the only card. And even if he plays it, he breaks his turn in half, so he cannot play any of the big cards anymore, like not even Short Red. So no Invoke, no Short Red then. So even if this gets answered, it's still, you know, it breaks his turn, basically. Then he draws a card with remaining mana. Alright, he actually went all in with the Midhook Massacre. I guess, yeah, I guess that's also the way. Alright, and let's start building our Bankbuster. We could also go for the Memory Deluge, but we don't have things we want to cycle. Like, this is a decent hand. And we have Detour as well, which is really important, because right now he can Invoke Despair. He drew a lot of cards, he has 5 mana for the first time. If any turn is Invoke, it might be this one. I really don't like it. I really don't like it. But I still think, yeah, we counter it. Planewalker is actually the only thing we cannot answer easily. Alright, and that's on the top. I think he didn't play a land, right? So he can play a land and draw it. And oh, he was thinking about using Takenuma. Interesting. I don't want to cycle it, I like my mana. I really like my mana. So we could exile all of this, but it's not a great idea, and we also lose our stuff. So, let's play like this. We might draw something bad, and this makes Celestus switch into nighttime. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about, and I was saying about the bad card. So we still can Memory Deluge. Sure, nobody casts spells, so we are going into nighttime. It might bite us a little bit, but we get a card for it, so that's pretty... Oh, we like this card. We won't be able to counter Sorin probably, but you know, it's still something. We have ways, but you hate to see it. Alright, we are going the hard way, so the Bankbuster will be important. And he draws a card. If we get an... Oh, that's a card. That's definitely a card. And if he draws a land, he can go around, make disappear. Scary. Really scary. And he will draw cards, right? Those are not good cards. Those are not good cards. They will be at some point, but not now. Let's take the interaction, I guess. Caretaker. Well, we lose her, right? If we play her, she dies to invoke. And that's really bad. But then we can kill Sorin, which is good. So is it more better or more good? I have no idea. We cannot really counter it anyway. You know what? We cannot really counter invoke. Oh, it sucks. But we have to do it. Alright, so we play the Caretaker. Then we crew the Bankbuster. Then we put counters on. Oh, right. I'm such a good Mythic player. I forgot that... Oh, like... It's nighttime, you know? Yeah, Sloth, you are amazing. It doesn't make a huge difference, honestly. but I still forgot about it, absolutely. So we can kill Sorin. We could also Smork Phase, but we don't really have other damage. He cannot target with Infernal Grasp. So, you know, that's something, and the counters are forever. Yeah, he really wants... Unfortunately, we cannot protect one of our best creatures, so that's absolutely painful. And he draws 2 cards, but we had to answer Sorin at least. So, you know, it's not great. We have Memory Deluge, and that's something. Bankbuster activated. Our is not. Okay, Tenacious Underdog. He really wants this farewell, doesn't he? Okay, so he wants to kill us. Which is probably pretty decent choice. Oh man, another Bankbuster? Like, Make It Disappear can hit something, but it probably won't. Bankbuster is absolutely greedy. I mean, greedy. But we might go into this kind of game. I'm not sure the Populate will be good. Yeah, like, it's a weird decision, but I think it's a good one. Oh, that's a nice one. That's kinda nice one. It's daytime, right? We get to draw a card, which is pretty sweet. We basically got full value. And now our Make Disappears are absolutely insanely good. Oh, I want to make one more token. That would be so great. However, we can't. Whew, what a game! Man, I thought it will be over like 2 turns ago. At some point, either I will win or he will win. But it seems that we are just getting started with the Bankbusters. Like, we can draw up to 8 cards or something crazy like this. And that's why we have Destroy Evil in our deck. Cool. He might draw cards right now, but it won't be great for him. We have 4 mana, so we can actually... Oh, that is something probably worth countering. Yeah, we definitely go for the casualty. Man, Sunset Revelry can definitely work wonders in this deck. So I have decided we are going for the value game because our value is basically infinite and his value is not the biggest. We answer shorted, we have answers for everything so far. So let's just make sure. Oh my god, he paid! Mythic! Mythic players! I forgot it's nighttime. Guy forgot to not trigger. Oh, painful. Definitely painful. Okay, that is interesting. We don't really have anything to exile, right? That's a bit of a pain. Oh, I would love to kill this, but I don't think we can. Do I take the damage? Like, I have Make Disappear. You know what? I think we take the damage. Yeah, I would have to exile a card, and that's not good. Oh, I hate to take it. But Make Disappear is a big deal. Like you could see, we basically denied him 4 cards in reality, and that's quite a lot. Alright, 4 toughness. You are 4 toughness. I still really want to kill you, Bankbuster. I want to kill you so much. Midhook, a small problem, not the biggest one yet. Boseiju, ooh, tasty. I still like my lands though. I really do. Oh, so hard. Such a hard game. Alright, so we probably block this one when he attacks. We cannot go too low. We could exile creatures and enchantments and kill this one. Okay, that might be the good idea. We can also cycle one of the cards if we really care. If I exile the underdog, he cannot crew, but he can blitz this one, so it's not really great. And if he bleeds, I can counter it, but it's bad. It's bad. And as always, as a true control mage, the answer is doing nothing. It really is. It really is. I think the Populate is the worst card here. He must be so bamboozled, like we are behind on the board and we are discarding the sweeper. And it's like, huh, you will regret it. No, we won't. Well, okay. This I slightly regret, but we have enough Bankbusters to make it work anyway. So I think I will Bossage. Ooh, okay, sure. Okay, that's 1 damage. So we have to exile this and this, and this means that we kill the Bankbuster most likely. Oh no, come on. Okay, sure. You got me. I will indeed counter another Bankbuster. We are going in for the value. We will get dealt a lot of damage though. So that hurts a little bit. Like, Bankbuster is basically the only thing we won't be able to exile with Farewell, because we have artifacts and I don't want to lose them. We don't have legendary things, but it's okay. He learned, he didn't tap this mana anymore. Man, we are so sweaty today with the Mythic outplays. I feel that we are slightly behind, but we have plays to make it even and going, you know, into the winning side if we play it right. HP is a small concern for me, because we are pretty low already. We could exile it, but it has no sense if we want to Farewell. Scary thing is that we will be tapped next turn. So Invoke Despair is a real thing here. Alright, let's draw first. Alright. And when we target it, he will draw a card. Let it be. Let it be. Scary, painful. Cards in his hand is basically the only thing we are fearing right now. And our Bankbuster is huge, but we don't have time to activate it with the pilot. Like, we are under heavy pressure. Yeah, I will take action. That's definitely a good discard. This is pretty good. Okay, I played the land. Maybe I should think more about it, but it's fine. I can exile an underdog if he top decks another one. Yeah. This is what we have to do. Creatures, graveyard, enchantments. He gets the artifact. Okay, sure. And artifacts are ours. Alright. Pretty tense game. And now is the real game. We have enough value, but I'm not sure if we can survive the damage. It really depends how good of reopening he has. Like, we have 5 cards here. Okay. If he goes for the card discard, I think I can like, it's actually good for us.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win.
Not sure what we discard, but I will definitely discard something. Each player discards a card. Sure. I think it's March.
You won't be outsmarting.
Destroy Evil is cheaper if you want to remove something threatening. It's daytime, so Trespasser might be more annoying. But Trespasser will always be annoying. Oh my god! They literally have this card. Oh, the punish is unreal. I didn't think they won't play it. Yeah, that... Oh man, that was huge. That was definitely huge. Look how much more mana he has. He has 11 mana compared to our 7 basically. And that's why we struggle. Like, look at the value we have. We could outvalue him 20 times, but we need time to do it. I think the second Bankbuster is the answer. It is problematic, but we have ways now to deal with the stuff. And he cannot use Lilianna at instant speed. Yeah, both drawing. It's unfortunate because he has more lands and still he can draw. Man, all we need is just more time. More time. He might have cut down, but I don't want to waste the Memory Deluge. It's a really important card. Let's draw something that is worth discarding. Like a champ.
I'm tired of your secrets.
He might kill the pilot though, so that's not great. But we can still crew the other Bankbuster, so he needs double removal. Wow, he just discarded the removal. I think it means Invoke Despair. He kept the land though, that's insane. Alright. We can cast Memory Deluge, that's pretty good. Alright, what will happen? Something bad will happen, we all know it. There's a feeling in the air that something is looming. And I knew that this will be the looming thing. Alright. So we need to crew this one. And we don't really have much more. We need to give him this. Definitely hurts as crazy. We are at 2. Our opponent can attack, but he doesn't get any value from it. Outside the card, of course. Let's block. Man. Oh, the March discard. I didn't think it will bite us so much. Like, I didn't expect the third. Like, it's the third, right? The third Tenacious Underdog so early. I thought we have more time. Can we turn it around? It definitely starts to feel that we slowly can't. Do I really need to pay? No. Okay, I just burned the treasure. Okay. Because burning ourselves is a kinda big deal. Oh, it's daytime. Let's go like this. We cannot get better deal. Alright. Okay, so how do we play this one out? Whew. It's probably Caretaker, right? We cannot go without her. But we also cannot kill Lilianna, so she just dies. Oh man. If we don't cast anything, we get to 3 HP. I think we have to draw. Yeah, that's not a good sign. We can play land, so it costs us only 1 mana. So we play this. We put the counters, we attack for 8 here. We kill her. Then he plays the underdog and kills us. No, because he needs a removal, and this has hexproof, he needs Invoke Despair. Alright. So you are saying that there is a chance. Oh my god, that's the most sweaty game. Oh no, we need to tap it. That's what I thought about. Yeah, and if he minus, like we need to do... Oh my god, we lost. I think we lost. There's no way around it. What's funny? Oh, you friend. I will give you a good game. That was a really good game. I think I messed it up. What's funny? If we did the same attack instead of soaring to his face, theoretically we would hit for 8. Oh man, that's a close one. Meathook Massacre cost us this extra HP. Like, I feel that we are slowly stabilizing, but too many invokes, too much pressure, we couldn't get our value. Look at this, we have 2 cards here, 2 cards here, like we had 3 cards here, we could go up to like 10 cards if we had time. Alright, so we are going second. Still sweaty about the rank. So, Destroy Evil is a good answer early game. We will be very behind, and this doesn't hit early game creatures, so it will be extremely hard at the start. So this is the prime target for Destroy Evil, I guess. Let's go with this one first. Then it's Otawara, then it's a Ganjo. Okay, that's decent. Oh, I wanted to say, as long as he doesn't have Naturalis, it's fine. Unfortunately, you know what it means. You know what it means. It means that this is our Naturalis and we cannot prevent him from casting a 1 mana spell. And maybe we just depopulate. I convinced myself. Oh, I'm getting scared. Like, giving free reign over the game for the enchantments is a risky idea. But if we are tapped out, he will play creatures more aggressively. He cannot kill us next turn, right? Right? Even this deck cannot. And we actually have to play this. We are not so we can draw a land, hopefully. Do they have removal? Yeah, they have borrowed time. Borrowed time. If they play borrowed time on this one, we have even less chance to draw a land. Drawing then is better, but if they don't cast borrowed time, and I don't think they will, because that's not a lot of damage, I think Celestus should be better. Man, drawing cards. I think in 2 draws we might whiff, and then we die. And this is guaranteed. As long as they don't use borrowed time, we are guaranteed to depopulate. That was weird. They didn't pump anything. Okay, this is enchantment, so when we depopulate, they get it back. Alright, we drew a land as well. Alright, so we have place now. We don't really have a choice, so let's do the obvious. Oh, it's unfortunate that he had Kami together with Naturalist, because normally, you know, when you depopulate you kill creatures. But we have the Emperor, so we have ways to answer it, especially if all he does is pumping this creature and it's also exile effect. Alright, so we can go into the night time. That's pretty big tell what's going on. But at the same time, he still will do it, because it's too much power for him to give up. Like, come on, he's an enchantment player, he will just use the biggest power and smork. Like, he's not even playing green, but red. Naturalist. Well, this is enchantment, so it's fine. Those 3 cards are a bit scary, but I think we have enough to make it work. Okay, no priority, very good. And Kami has just been solved forever. Oh, I don't think he's happy about it. Ayo! Ayo is a really nice draw. Not sure if this is the best draw. And we need to remember Destroy Evil. Or whatever it's called, Borrowed Time. He didn't have time to respond to Wandering Emperor, I guess. No, he has 2 mana, he could cast it. I think most of the players would remove Wandering Emperor if they could, so probably he doesn't have Borrowed Time. So Ayo just became a better play. And we can always screw the Bankbuster, so it's not the worst. It's either Ayo or double Destroy Evil. I feel risky. I feel super risky. What can I say? Especially that we get a counter from Emperor, which is really good. And the fact that we have both Ayo and Bankbuster means that 1 borrowed time cannot kill our blockers. This means that if this attacks, we just block it with Bankbuster. It will be 2-2. Of course he has it. It's fine, that's why we have Destroy Evil. I don't know what it does, it definitely taps our creature and prevents it from doing anything. I think you pay 7, right? Yeah, 7. So basically it's pacifism with optional, you know, recuperation cost. Yeah, those? Good words. 1 less for each enchantment you control. Weird. Okay, sure. Let's always draw a card. Okay, even my grid has some limits. Not the best lands, in all honesty. What happened to my creature? Alright, it's here. We can still use Ayo to keep crewing. That's pretty neat. He didn't attack. He didn't attack, but we can start making samurais and make our situation even better. We definitely play the land. We have 5 mana. It should be Enduring Angel, right? Or you know what? No, this is the Destroy Evil turn. We didn't play spell, so we cycle again, that's really good. And we say, go. 2 of his creatures are enchantments. Oh, all of his creatures are enchantments, that's really good. Emperor. Oh, my greed is tested. Oh, I hate it, but it's the right call. Our opponent must feel under a lot of pressure that we are literally just doing this. Like, we are discarding 4 mana, draw 2 cards over and over and over, so that suggests that our value is absolutely off the charts. You want to buff my creature? he doesn't. I don't fear the counters, because most likely we can kill creatures that get those counters. And he cannot really attack us very easily. Oh yes, spam those enchantments. Destroy Everman. The meta choice. And that is the last card. Nice. So he tries to go for the Bankbuster bust. That sounds pretty cool. Smark, do it. Do it. I know you want to. But by the way, that's Leafa. Alright, he has no cards, no options. The stage is ours. First, we are definitely crewing this guy. Alright, what do we Emperor? What do we Emperor? So I think we kill this one, and this one is annoying as well. Let's start with this one. Alright, first. Whew. I don't really want to lose the Bankbuster, to be honest. I really don't. But I still think this is the right call. We need to get rid of the stuff, especially this has flying, so next turn it will grow quite a lot. Yeah, with Bankbuster we block this one, and with Emperor and this, yeah, we did it. Back again, baby, top 200. Alright, so our opponent goes first. Alright, let's see how it goes. We definitely have pretty decent start, and with Farewell we should have some options. So, you know, I'm hopeful. And when I see Forest, oh, Simic. Simic is more scary than the Forest. I really think this is the Bankbuster turn. We probably want them. We probably need card advantage to win this game. It's fine, he has only 5 cards left. And we have another Bankbuster. So, there is a chance for some kind of control deck. Not sure how much of a control they have. Do they have like real counterspells? Oh man, that's kinda hard. Let's try. Second make disappear is very unlikely. And if they go for the hard counterspell, it's basically the same stuff, right? Alright, so 2 counterspells done. 4 cards against 5. Alright, we got Mana Screwed, you'll have to see it. Our opponent, of course, was not, even with less cards than us. Legit. Definitely legit. That's some kicker. So it's of course not great. It means that he will get a card, he will get a ramp. Ramp is not the biggest deal, but the fact that he draws cards is the biggest deal. Like whether he ramps or not, it's basically like putting 1 land a turn. Herd Migration, okay. Okay, so we are... But it's not the main deck, like they only have 2 so far. Is it good enough? Like I guess they use it for basic land types then. Like they're creating 6/6, it's far from great. Let's see, okay. That's a land. We can actually start playing Magic, so that's pretty good. Alright, alright, alright. Destroy Evil, definitely not doing the biggest work this game. Alright, 3 cards. How much do you have, bro? And we are paining a little bit, but it's fine. Like, we need to keep playing cards. Oh my god, look how many counterspells they drew. It's not so deep. Celestus is decent. They cannot counter this one. They have green, so Boseiju is an option. So of course we are not in the counterspell mode. Okay, cool. So we could sweep it. We can sweep it, or we can go for the Enduring Angel. You know what, let's start with this one and see what's up. Like, I think having a double striker definitely will help during the game. And I'm not in a haste to Farewell, they don't have a lot of cards, so if they commit too heavily, like they just did, we have nice options overall. Yeah, this one hurts though, this is actually the big impact. Not the rest of the things. I wonder if he will attack. He probably should. He probably should. This is his plan. And I think we will fare well. All we need is one land, but of course the Celestus losing hurts. Alright, I did not see this card. Choose up to 3 target cards in graveyard owners, shuffle them, you gain 2 life. Very interesting card, I like it. I really like it. Like it's witness the future, but with flashback, but with no cards, so pretty interesting one. Well, Destroy Evil definitely not doing the best work here. Do we go for the Detour? We might. We actually might. After we get rid of the shield, do we go Race? Nah. Nah. Like, we need to use Destroy Evil. Of course, we could just smorg the Titan, but I will invest 6 life into getting a free card, basically. So this, and this. So we get hit for 6, but shield is not there. And we'll cast it at the end step. And then if he counters, we will cast it during our turn. And being at 11 is not a big deal, to be honest. So, what will you say if your Titan was not a thing anymore? Also, we don't die as long as Enduring Angel is in the game and we can protect it. Cool. See, I knew that he will top deck a Syncopate. Easy top decks. How would he not top deck? Anyway, we still are ahead, I think. We should be very ahead. And yeah, I guess that's a correct tap in the end. Like, we cannot get killed right now because of the passive for Enduring Angel. So, you know, we can start racing, and with Detour and Farewell, like, we have options to, you know, whatever he draws, we can answer it. Sure. We could even get rid of it if we cared, but I do not care. Cool. And we also draw cards. Of course, our cards are lands. But, you know, it's still cool. It's still cool. I mean, no really sense. You know what, let's play it. Why not? Let's not overthink those things. So right now we are 5, he's 5, then we are 2 and he's dead. So he won't even get to the triggering phase. So I'm pretty sure like we are winning this super hard. Not even talking that we have basically 2 options for removal for whatever he does, and I think I will kill a Ganjo. Just in case, so you know, there's no strange shenanigans, but I honestly don't see what he can do, and I think he also does. I think he will scoop this turn. Like, sure, I will take it. Enjoy. Like, he needs to play something or he dies, so why would we bother? Smark? Smark? Oh, very nice. Very good Smark. Whatever he has, we can just detour it, so there's no options for him. Probably there exist some cards. Oh no, not the shuffling into library. Yeah, I guess he gets some extra life, so sure. We will kill your bull if you want. You know what? It's more fun if we transform the angel, isn't it? I know you guys want it. Oh, oh! I wanted the transformation. Oh, maybe he thinks that he's winning. Oh, maybe he thought he won. I'm not sure, but that would be hilarious. Smark with the Angelic Enforcer. Here, you had it. On this channel, Lethals with Enforcer from Heaven.